Hi everyone, Sean Waldman with Secure Cyber Defense, and this is your weekly cyber update. This time we're in Grindelwald, Switzerland, and I'm happy to bring all this information to you from on the road, and I'm happy to do it. And the first thing we want to cover today is the AT&T data breach. So AT&T came out with information that 110 million customers have been impacted by a data breach. Now, we now know that this is connected to the Snowflake breach, in which 165 or 164 other companies have been included so far. AT&T has let customers know, or will let customers know, that information about your calls has been compromised. However, this is kind of how it went down. AT&T is describing it as the phone number to phone number, text and phone call information. They're describing it as metadata. Also, it's important to know at this time, AT&T is letting everyone know that the actual text messages themselves, as in the conversations back and forth, have not been compromised. However, I was real iffy on that reading the statement, so we may hear about more of that later on. Also included, which was kind of scary, is not on every record, and we don't know what records had it, but there was cell tower information as well. So here in the United States, what that means is that because of the triangulation of cell towers and how our 911 system works, it is possible for an attacker to correlate that information with the cell tower data and get within probably a house or two of the actual house address or the actual location of where that call or where that text message went back and forth. So we do know that this happened back in April, and it is known right now that the FBI and the Department of Justice delayed the notification twice to the public because they do have an arrest currently of someone that was involved. However, due to a national security matter and an active investigation, they decided twice to delay the actual notification. So what do you do now? If you're a customer of AT&T, I would definitely be concerned. One of the things that's going to happen is AT&T will eventually let everyone know who was part of the disclosure that you were involved, and then they'll probably give some steps on what to do. However, what I would do right now is I would reset your PIN. So if you've got the PIN that you use to call in and make changes, I would definitely do that. I would change your password to the AT&T portal. Other than that, this is really a breach unlike the others. So typically on this channel, when we talk about data breaches, we're talking about credit card information and personally identifiable data. This is probably the first time that we've talked about metadata from a cell carrier. So more on this later. We'll keep an eye on it and see what else comes of the AT&T breach. And next up, as if it wasn't bad enough that we were talking about the AT&T breach involving Snowflake, here's a little bit more information about the Ticketmaster breach, which was also connected to Snowflake. It was leaked that 39,000 print-at-home tickets were actually leaked to the internet for about 154 concert events. Now, Ticketmaster has responded and said that the information or the tickets that were leaked will not work because of their anti-fraud measures. Apparently, Ticketmaster has a system where when you go to redeem the ticket via your mobile phone, that there's a constantly rotated barcode or code involving the ticket. So, but this is just more information to just remind everyone that the Ticketmaster breach did occur. You probably were notified because I think there were over 560 million people impacted by that one. And it's definitely a good time to have a conversation about changing your username and password to the Ticketmaster site, and certainly making sure that you have multi-factor authentication enabled at all times. And hey, we're on a roll, so let's just keep talking about more Snowflake notifications. If some people are wondering why all of a sudden we're seeing this rash of third-party breaches, just please keep in mind that these are likely the end of the forensics involved with a breach that happened in April. So Snowflake was breached in April, 165 organizations impacted, so it takes a lot of time to do those forensics. So in this particular case, Advanced Auto Parts, operates nationally, have notified 2.3 million customers and employees and applicants that their personal information has been compromised. Now, in this particular case with National Auto Parts, Advanced Auto Parts, we do know that the threat actor maintained persistence in their environment for a month. So they were able to get access to data, and stay in there for over a month until Advanced Auto Parts was actually able to detect that they were inside their environment. So if you're a customer, you'll get some information. If you applied, you'll likely get information as well. And then Advanced Auto Parts is indicating that Social Security numbers as well as some government ID information has been compromised. And I would imagine that that was linked to either employee data, so employee files and those types of things up in the cloud in the Snowflake environment, as well as during the application process, Advanced Auto Parts indicated that they do collect certain sensitive information, which I would assume was like maybe a copy of a driver's license or something like that. So if you're involved in this process at all, this is also another opportunity to make sure that your personal information is safe. So make sure that at minimum that you're freezing your credit if at all possible. That's all we have for today. I do want to say that Switzerland is a wonderful country. We've been here, we'll be here for about 4 or 5 more days. You can hear the church chimes behind me. I've got the Alps behind me as well, so you couldn't have asked for a better backdrop. But there's a lot of cyber activity still happening, and I just want to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe this video, please, and we look forward to talking to you next week. And hey, let's really be careful out there.